What's up everybody, Pete with Auto Repair Tips. In this video, I got an '05 Ford F-150 with a 5.4. About 6 months ago, guy developed a misfire, brought it to his shop. That shop convinced him, don't ask me why, to buy Amazon coil packs. Put the coil packs on there, bought from Amazon. Got 6 months later, we're to today's date, driving along the other day and started misfiring real bad again. So you guessed it, in this video, we're gonna see if those Amazon coil packs are holding up or is it something else. Let's get into it. Scanner, we got a Ford automatic ID. I've been off for about 3 or 4 days. Seems like whenever I come back, there's always something not functioning correct or I missed an update or something. Kind of never fails. Hopefully this one is all good to go and we're not gonna have any issues. Come on. All right, '05 F-150 with a 5.4. That is what we got. Know that odometer ain't right. Let's just do a full system scan. Let's see what we got. Misfire detected on cylinder for number 4. Engine misfire detected. Cruise malfunction. Cylinder 4 misfire. That one's a cruddy looking coil pack. That thing's leaking this way. All right, so we got a misfire on the number 4 cylinder. Let's back out of this real quick. I'm not cutting the switch off. Let's go to engine. Let's go to display data, continue, misfire data, continue. Let me start it up. So looking at live data, the number 4 cylinder is misfiring. That's the only one misfiring, looks like. Number 4 averages on the last 10 drive cycles, 436 misfires. Let me show you guys something I was just looking at. You can see the coil packs, they're fairly new. But look at that one way back there in the vats. Let's look at the corrosion on that one. Look at all the corrosion on that. For those of you who don't know it, are famous. This is the waterland right here. They're famous for dripping on that back coil pack back there, causing a misfire. But unfortunately, that's not the misfire. It is the number 4 cylinder. But I will let that guy know that he's got some kind of a water leak leaking on that rear coil, and it's not long for the world. I'm not sure what I was thinking when I was saying that wasn't the number 4 cylinder, because on this engine here, it is the number 4 cylinder. On the passenger side, 1, 2, 3, 4, driver side 5, 6, 7, 8, and the number 4 cylinder back, that's the one with all the corrosion on it. That's the one that the water dripping on. So most likely those Amazon coils were holding up, which is a shocker to me. But regardless, we need to take a look and see why that water is dripping on that coil. All right, so if you look right here, I've got it pressurized almost into the red. Ooh. If you look back over here, I don't see any leaks on it, but it's obviously that's corrosion on there. So what I'm gonna do is, what I do in a situation like that is, it's easier. I'll disconnect the battery, unplug the computer, take it out the bracket, and you can get to that really easy. And once I get to it, I'll show you what the corrosion looks like. We're gonna replace that one heater hose right there. It's it's factory snap-on is what it is. It's not a held on with a hose clamp or anything like that. It just snaps over a tube and snaps onto the heater core. So we're gonna replace that hose, replace that coil pack, and probably a plug if it's bad in there, and then we'll start it and go from there. But it being 1 o'clock, we're not gonna do that tonight because I won't get it done. We'll do it first thing in the morning. All right, so like always, everybody's different. When I'm working on these hoses here, or the rear coil pack or spark plug, or even the second one up, to me, I find it easier to disconnect the battery, take the computer out of the way, and the bracket out of the way. It's just, to me, it just makes it a lot easier just to get into things and doing things. Again, everybody's different. That's just my preference. Make sure when you're pulling these clips back, there's a tab here. You got to push that tab down. That's why you see me, sometimes I'll blow dirt out of it because it gets dirt and shit all up in there and really gets hard to push. Sometimes even if you blow all the crap out, you still can't push it out. So my daughter was at volleyball practice last night for school, and the season hadn't even started yet. And she already jacked her ankle up. So I had to go pick her up last night. Ice and motor. And she woke up this morning, same thing, ankle's jacked up. And hopefully it'll be healed in time because we start our school season like in a couple of weeks. So, and she's like, she plays all positions. So they'll put her in and she just rotates to every position. All right, let me go get a 10 on a speed ratchet and get that last one out. Well, one good thing about it is our travel season doesn't start till like December, so she's got plenty of time to heal for that. I think I'm about her some ankle braces though, because you see so many kids nowadays twisting their ankle and doing different things. I think it's a good insurance policy to have when you're sitting there doing things. Yeah, let there be light, right? We got to put the damn thing there. And as you can see by getting this out, it's just opened up a world of room to go underneath there and just do whatever I need to do. All right. Looks like about an 8mm that holds on the coil pack. 7. Oh, you know what? Someone put a damn regular screw in that one there, like a straight head screw. But it's still a 7, either way. All right, all the BSing around, it's not even a 7mm. Someone put a damn flathead screw in there. I guess whoever put the Amazon coil packs on, right? So you can see the crust and corrosion around that right there, can't you? And someone broke all the clips going to the coils. Unreal. There's so much water damage back here. I hope nothing else is damaged. I can't get it is swollen in there. I think this damn clip is freaking corroded on there. It is not coming off. So this is what I was talking about. Look at all the crust and corrosion. You got all down inside. You can see it up inside the coil pack here. So it had to be filling up with water. And that's why this was stuck in there too, because I guess it's swollen from the heat and the water made it kind of swell and it wouldn't come out. I'm hoping that's all that's wrong with it. So let me see if I can get this hose off without a bunch of bullshit. What I'm worried about is the one going to the heater core. A lot of times they get stuck on there and you end up messing up a heater core. We don't want to do that. Come on, come on. Don't fight me. Oh, hell yeah. And you can see the ton of freaking water being dumped down inside there. We're gonna time clean that crap up. Okay. Again, I'm a person for moving shit out of the way. There's a ground strap right here that's kind of in my way, and we're gonna get rid of it. I don't mean get rid of it by trash, and then we're gonna get rid of it by moving it out of my way. Side note, see this ground strap I'm taking off right here? I literally one time I was working on a guy's car and up inside the cow here was full of trash and water. It was coming out the hole here. Don't ask me how it got here, but it corroded out of the ground strap. I'm like, really? Well, that didn't work very well. Look, that's probably what was piston on it. Look right here. Broke slam off. That's probably why I was leaking. Oh shit, just do it on my new phone. Yeah, going it. Come on. Come on. We'll twist it around a little bit and move it around. A little bit of praying. I'm only a bastard. Time for plan B. Give it one more try. All right, so let me show you what I do in a situation like that. Can y'all guess what this is without me showing it to you? If you absolutely can't get one off, but you've never worked a saw like this before, don't do it. If you score it, just a little bit, it'll definitely come off. But what I do is I just go up here just a little bit, just a little bit. You don't go too much, just go a little bit at a time. And you'd be surprised how sometimes a little bit of scoring it does something. Kind of helps it loosen up a little bit. Come on, man. Nope, not quite. Hang on it. And yes, I had screwed one up before. And I had to eat it. It's turning so freely though. Come on. Oh my gosh. Bada bing, bada bing. Hell yeah. So by doing that scoring right there, it was swollen on the inside. It let it release a little bit of pressure, and I was able to finally get it off. But if you're not careful, you can go too far, and you end up cutting into the heater core. Then you're up the river with no paddle and no life jacket and nothing. You're screwed basically. All right, so this is working out great. Hell yeah. All right, we'll get some parts ordered and we'll get it back together. But before that, let me go ahead and get that water cleaned out because that spark plug hole is filled slam up. So I'm trying to get everything as clean as possible. So hopefully that the new hose and all the other stuff will slide on fairly easy. But looking back here at this one heater core outlet part, it looks kind of weird actually. It looks like it only goes on like it's oblong. It's definitely round, but looking at the piece in the back, it looks oblong for some odd reason. I hope it don't cause any issues. I don't know. Maybe it's just an optical illusion. Now I did use electrical cleaner already. The camera was off when I did. I just forgot to turn the camera on to get these connectors clean. So when the parts get here, all we need to do is snap it back together. But once I get the hose on there, I'm gonna blow just a little bit more, see can I get any more of this water off. I don't want any issues. Matter of fact, you know what? I think I'm gonna look down inside that hole with my scope and see exactly what it looks like. This is my favorite tool. Whee! All right. Let's get down inside there and take a look. Let's make sure there's nothing going to come back and bite us. You can look at it and see. Pretty clean. I don't see no major rust or corrosion down there. And that spark plug goes all the way in the hole, so there's no issues there either. All right, the hose is a Dorman 6.2. Y'all even see that, or the glare that bad? No. There we go. Dorman 626578. That's for the hose. And the coil pack is a Motorcraft DG511. When I do put the hose on, I'm going to put a little bit of grease in it. And what I mean by that is I'm going to take it and I'll put it on the tube just around it a little bit so it hopefully slides on a little bit easier. That's about all I use. Just a little bit. Little dab would do you. And go around it. Again, you probably don't have to do that. It's just something I do. Something I like to do. And so let's see if this one slides on. Oh, yeah. So we went to Ocean City, Maryland this weekend. Now, my parents used to take me there when I was little. Maybe 15 years ago. Yeah, right, huh? But long story short, there was at the beginning of the boardwalk, you'd go inside, you'd see a carousel, and they had those cars that you would get on as a kid and you'd ride around in circles, right? And I'll be damned, they had the exact same setup in the rides as it did when I was little, which was a long ass time ago. Even the cars were the same. The cars were for like the 19, oh my God, the 50s or 40s or whatever. And this is the cars you rode. It ain't like when you go to Busch Gardens or one of them parks, theme parks, and you see newer style cars. Is nothing like that at all. It is all old as crap. And it's kind of cool to see, actually. Go back, kind of brought me back to my childhood, actually. What I'm doing on the coil pack, I put just a little bit of dielectric grease on it. Just a little bit. And let me get that piece of crap, whatever the hell they used on this in here. But that was funny shit. And overall, the place it changed quite a bit. The boardwalk is of course bigger, and everything about it is just it's nice. It really is nice. And I hadn't been there in years. We started going there for volleyball a few years back, and that's kind of what opened my eyes. Just, you don't go somewhere for a long period of time, you just forget about it, right? And we went back, and my kids enjoyed it. Everybody enjoyed it. We had a good time. Only got to go for a few days though. It's still expensive as hell. Now, before I start this, I'm gonna clear all the codes that are in it. We'll start it up. Hopefully the mist will be gone. I'm hoping it wasn't nothing else, but looking at it, this is my obvious choice simply because of the corrosion. I would have thought aftermarket Amazon shit gave out, but it ain't about yet. This ground strap back on there. Can't forget the ground strap. So check out a little bit of green corrosion on this bolt. Kind of makes you wonder, was it leaking there at all? Or something spraying up on it, So I lost a damn bolt. I guess it must have dropped it without paying attention. Even if you're doing AC work on this, to get the receiver dryer out, this computer's got to come out of the way. I mean, it's in a convenient spot if you're going to replace it. But, damn. Now, probably me disconnecting the battery erased all the codes, so we should be good to go. But I'll do a scan just to play it safe. All right, so we'll slap this one on. Again, when you're going back, just make sure it's nice and square. Just so you hear the click. There we go. Boom. And then there was light. Summit. That just means don't play the lottery tonight. I can't guess what size socket it is. The luck is not with me today. Don't play the lottery. Sorry, whenever I play the lottery, I'm a donator. I donate to everybody else's wealth. All right, let's see if I can try to get it where you guys can see it, but it's such a glare on this computer. And I wonder if I can darken it some, maybe help y'all out a little bit. Let's just try and get the car in there first, I guess. We're doing a Ford F-150. That's what I had on yesterday. Hit it. Yes, I do. Okie dokie. Could have sworn I could swipe this way and look at it. If not, you know what? I think it's down here. No. Where the hell did it go? Brightness and darkness. I don't know. Let's go back, exit out. I'd eventually remember how to do it. All right, engine, code menu, the memory codes, continue, no codes, because I had the battery disconnected for a while. Data display, continue, misfire data, continue. So we're showing zeros across the board all the way down. Our problem child was right here, number 4, misfire count, so we will keep our eyes on this one right here. Hopefully there's not a misfire. Well, we're looking good so far. Remember, check the water. Should have plenty of coolant in there. Just got to add water to it because it looks orange from here. We'll let this run and get warm and just keep your eyes right here on the number 4 cylinder. See what happens. Hopefully, like I say, spark plug, that was questionable, but I think we're going to be all right with that. That water line just shorted out that cool pack. Everything looked good so far. So this is kind of a lame video, but you know what the most important thing is? Y'all got to spend a little bit of time with me. You learned about my past, what's going on with my daughter, all kinds of good stuff. And I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I'm really upset though I didn't get the Hound on Amazon for their cool packs. I was really looking to just plaster the shit out of them, you know? But I gotta say, they're still holding up. No matter what cool pack you put in there, it could be from the dealer, it could have been from a man on the street. When that water line breaks like that and it drips all over it, you're just gonna have issues with it. Doesn't matter what you got in there. But I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.